Good morning and welcome to day 11 of Vlogmas. It's a Monday and I have the house to myself and it's really nice and quiet. And I'm struggling to get started. It's so nice just sitting here and have a slow start to the day. I think I'm going to continue doing that. I have a couple, or I think 3 days that I haven't checked out from the Bakery Bears Advent. So I'm going to do that while I'm crocheting my blanket. Somebody wanted to see that blanket. I'm going to record me showing you that blanket in a bit. I just have to set up in a different place so you can see the whole blanket. So I have to get the camera in a different location. I might show you the other blankets I made as well while I'm at it, because I have two crochet blankets that are finished and one knitted blanket, so I can show you all of them. But as I say, I'm just having to move around a bit and put the camera in a different location. And yes, Snape is here today as well. Before I open the advents, I want to show you that I finished last night my advent socks. I'm calling them my advent socks because I cast them on December 1st. It's the yarn from Comfy Cozy Knits that Sue sent me with my advent, and I finished them. Not sure what that was all about. I have some of the alerts on my mobile. I have to do something about the sound because that sound drives me crazy. So that's a pair of Christmas socks done. So I have to pick up one of the other pairs because I've been knitting one sock at a time. So when I finished one sock from one pair, I knit one sock from the other pair. That's what I normally do when I'm knitting several pairs of socks at the same time. That's what I'm doing later today, but I'm also baking today. I'm baking my father's coriander cookies, and I'm going to, as I always do, I think I put this recipe up both last Vlogmas and the Vlogmas before, but I'm doing it this time as well. So if you want to try the cookies, you're going to get the recipe later in the episode when I'm baking. But I'm going to open my advents. This is day 11 from Sue. It's a gorgeous teal and the extra is a beautiful little owl trying to focus. What is it about us podcasters and the cameras that won't focus? There you go. It's a little owl. And this is today's tea advent, day 11. This might not be one I like particularly well because I'm not too fond of peach. Anything with peach in them, peach and mango are two things that I can eat a mango, but anything with mango in it I don't like. So I'm going to drink it, but I'm not sure I'm going to finish the cup because as I said, I'm not too crazy about stuff with peach in it. And we still haven't had any of our sleepy time teas. We keep forgetting about them. And this is day 11 from Ulveig. And let's see. It's more of the same when it comes to the fiber, but that we knew. And now that I have the undyed fiber, I've been thinking about dyeing it up now, but I haven't got the time to apply it or anything. So, and the extra is a candy cane. I think I might put that aside because I'm saving this for my youngest son, I think. But I'm going to stop talking, drink my coffee, and I'll see you later today. Someone wanted to see the scrappy blanket that I'm putting my Advent from Sue in, and I've gotten my other scrappy blankets as well to show you those, or two of them aren't actually scrappy, they're made from Advents. But this is the one I'm working on now. It's a corner to corner granny stripe. I'm going to put the link for the tutorial underneath so you can make one yourself. And this is where I'm putting this year's Advent. And I've started decreasing on both sides now, so I'm working on the last corner. So that's the one I'm working on now. This one is going to be pretty big. This is last year's Advent. The yarn is from the Corner of Craft, her Advent from last year. And the pattern is also from last year, and it's Helen Stewart. I can't remember the name of the pattern, but I of course put it on the screen like I normally do. So that was last year's. And this one is made from an Advent by the center portion is an Advent from Nora George, and it's my first Advent, I think. So it's a few years back, and this started as while I was opening this Advent, I was knitting a wrap, but it was enormous, and I never wore it because it was too big, basically. And that wrap, you started from the middle and worked out, and then you picked up stitches in the middle and you worked the other side. And I did both sides at the same time, so it was finished by Christmas. And what I did, I frogged the entire thing, and because the yarn was already separated into 2 balls of each color, I decided to do it. I cast on this many stitches, and I just crocheted. I marked all the balls with the right numbers, and then I crocheted it. And it wasn't a really big blanket, but 2 years ago I had an Advent from Beehive Yarns that I saved all the minis for that, from that Advent for January, and I knit myself a stripes sweater. I can put up a picture of that sweater on screen. And I used the leftovers to do a border on this blanket. This isn't that big, but it's perfect on the couch. So that's that. And now we come to the first blanket I did, and this is a true scrappy blanket. This is the kind where you just cast on, you make a long chain and you just do it like that. And I realized that I had been very optimistic when I started it. The chain was really, really long. So I ended up, so this is the way we used this blanket. So it's kind of that way around. I made it a tiny bit smaller by not going on. So it's that way around. Difficult to explain. I have extreme brain fog today, probably because my brain is full of all the stuff I need to do, and I'm procrastinating again. I'm doing this instead of doing something useful. This is of course useful to you, but it's not that useful for me because I have other stuff to do. So I'm going to do something useful, and that means clearing out the kitchen so I can start baking. I'll see you later. So, thankfully, the coriander cookies, it's a big portion because this is what happened to the last batch I put in the oven. These are too well done even for me. I have finished my chores for the day. I have done some laundry, I have made some Christmas cookies, and I have vacuumed. So I'm going to sit down with my knitting now. I have about an hour left with the house to myself before hubby and my son comes home, and I have to start dinner. So I'm going to edit this now, I think, because we haven't got any plans for tonight. I was thinking about going for a walk today, but it never happened because I'm waiting for the container people to come pick up the container, but they haven't shown up. Isn't that typical? You stay at home because you're waiting for a delivery or for a pickup and they never show. So I've stayed home for no reason, but I got a lot of work done, so it wasn't a complete disaster. So now I'm going to finish this so I can edit it and maybe even get this uploaded before dinner. I know I'm only recording stuff from the first part of the day. I don't record a lot in the evenings, and that's basically because I don't want to edit and upload real late in the evening. So of course hubby said, but why don't you record in the evening and put it in the beginning of tomorrow's Vlogmas? To me that feels weird. But if there's the Northern Lights or something, I'm going to do that, of course. But now I'm going to stop bubbling and start editing this. I'll see you all tomorrow.